All right, so I tried to get to Ulrich's fossil gallery, and I ended up at the wrong place. There's some bucks here I want to show you real quick before I go to the right place. It's about 15 minutes down the road. I looked up and those guys were just looking at me. They're nibbling on the branches over there. Nice horns and everything. There's 2 of them. Beautiful bucks. All right, so I've really arrived at the fossil gallery. Really amazing. Ulrich's fossil gallery. There's probably Ulrich. You can see here. Let's just kind of go over some of this stuff. We've got the fish fossils. These are what I'm going to be looking for today. These ones are kind of big. I'd be lucky if I find any of that size. It'd be incredible if I find anything that size. I doubt it. Some really gorgeous fish here. There's going to be some plant fossils possible.
So the one is more slender and the one's a little bit more round.
Those are not from here. Those are. So basically we're going to be looking at flat slabs and cracking them open. There's some more leaves. These are possible leaf fossils in the area. Gorgeous. All kinds of cool fish. Looks like seaweed or something there with a fish. Gorgeous. Huge. And the really big ones over here. They said this was a 4-month process to put this thing together and get it all prepped out. I mean, this thing, just for reference, here's my hand next to it. It's huge. I mean, if this was an actual like live fish, this would be like 100-pound fish or something at least, maybe more. It's enormous. It's cool. So yeah, all kinds of cool stuff. If I'm breathing a little heavy, that's because I was rushed to get over here. Turns out I didn't need to because I'm not the last one, which is always nice. I'm not trying to hold anyone up. I made it on time. Gosh, look at that thing.
No, I think you went completely the opposite direction and then you turned completely, so I think you're...
Wow. Wow.
No.
And things like stingrays evolved with fresh water. So your first ever freshwater stingrays were found in the Green River Formation. You know, Fossil Lake, Lake Gosnell, Lake...
That was a really crazy drive. We got this super cool van to ride up in. And, you know, probably not great unless you've got 4-wheel drive. So great, yeah, they give you the shuttle up, which is nice. And then there's the shale. And there's a fish over here. And then we're going to learn how to dig them here in a second.
So I will say, you know, that's an idea.
Alrighty, guys, so there is fossils all over the place here. This great quarry. Lots of little fish coming out. I found a couple of big chunks of bigger fish. But a lot of times they fall apart, so it's important if you do find something big, you try and get a nice thick piece of rock underneath it because this stuff splits so easily. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. Literally, it feels like paper in my hand. And it falls apart in sheets like this. So if you find something decent, then you want to have enough of the rock not split up underneath it to be able to keep it in a larger chunk, kind of like that guy is doing there, where when it gets too thin, stuff starts to break. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm using this guy right here, getting in between the shale and bringing it up like that kind of, but I'm gonna work on getting larger pieces. I want whole slabs of this area, but I need to clear this stuff on top first. All right, so I'm clearing away those thinner layers. Just pop this guy out. That's one guy, the fossil, and the impression on the other side. It's 2 pieces. Great condition. Just thick enough to keep. So I ended up in another spot in the quarry. Basically what you want to do is get up to these big slabs, and the guide here, he's popping them down for us, and then we can go through the slabs, take them down in layers. The bigger piece of rock, more likely that your layer is going to have fish in it. So the more you split stuff down, the more fossils you're going to find here. That's what they call an explodidonius. It's a fish that blew up, probably because there was some gas in the fish when it kind of decayed, and then it blew up, and so it's just a bunch of pile of bones. Check this out, guys. We're getting this huge slab going. We got to crack all the way around. We're using the shovels to kind of pry it up. This is going to be a really, really, really heavy piece of rock, and I can't wait to see what's underneath it.
Yeah, because I think it's going to look
big old fish. Here
you want
we
me to
go.
get a video of you in there?
Oh yeah, here, go ahead. It's already going. This is a huge fish.
Oh yeah.
And it's all gonna pop up onto this little really thin side.
Look at the underneath side. Let's see.
God.
Oh, there you go, man.
Woo!
Dang.
That's a big old fish.
Oh yeah, perfect myoplosis.
Need some putting back together, but it's pretty freaking nice how it is. Gotta be careful. This is thin as all get out.
All right.
We're getting a rock cut into a nice square around the fish, so we don't have to worry about the fish breaking. When we try and break it out, we use the saw. Woo-hoo! All right, it's cut out. We're trying to get it split a little bit and get it as stable as we can. It's crumbly a bit in the face, but you know what? There's this other side of his face, which is really cool. They just called me over to see a Ferriotis. Let's see what a Ferriotis is.
Ferriotis.
Whoa!
Look at those teeth down there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's even for that kind of fish, right?
That's a big pretty good sized Ferriotis.
I saw the ones in the office. They were much smaller.
Good score.
Freaking awesome.
Oh, what you seen were Priscacara. This is like a modern day piranha.
Oh, wow.
Those ones you seen would be like a bluegill. They're coprolites, like bluegill, pumpkin seed, crappie. This guy, he's you know, same as a piranha today, you know,
right
so
there.
good score, y'all.
Second one going that way? Yeah.
This fish right here, yep, that's a Nidia, yep.
All right, so we've been breaking down this area. Took a huge layer off the top already, and we found that big fish. Probably catch of the day as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, I'm just gonna keep going. It's freaking beautiful here, you guys. I mean, there's like big old rain clouds in every direction. And we're getting a couple sprinkles here and there, but it's not like showering or anything. And if it is, you know, we can go hop in the van or whatever. Luna's hanging out in the van. She likes to be in the car. She's got her bed in there and stuff. Anyway, back to fossil fish hunting. We're on the way out, guys, talking about battery boxes. And here's the scenery. It's starting to rain and a little bit thunder and lightning, so we gotta get out of here, you know. We got a ton of fossils in the back. Just loaded the racks in there. I'll show you what we get later. It's too bouncy. All right, we made it back safe. But now I'm gonna go off to the visitor center so I can show you guys what this place is really all about. So I guess this is what the original dudes look like. Freaking hand saws cutting through the slabs. Kind of interesting. Look at their tools that they had. Neat. Just a regular old broom. Here's some timeline stuff. Apparently they found some fossils here around 1851. All right, cool. And they're still finding them. What a surprise. Wow. All right. Well, that's the front little exhibit there. And then there's the visitor center over there. We're gonna go there. We've gone through the first of the two sets of double doors, but I found this here. You take a piece of paper and like a crayon, and you can make one of these fish fossils. I think I want the gar. Cool. All right. They're calling it a Lepisosteus simplex. It's a gar. Look at all these fish. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce any of these. Forget about it. Oh, and there's more cool stuff over here. It's a turtle. Look at the giant turtle. Are you serious? I had no idea that was so big. I've seen pictures of these, and I had no idea the scale. These are such large critters. Cool. And here's some big old fish. Ooh, and the stingrays. And then the gift shop. And then there's some digital fish over here, so you can see what the fish look like. That's neat. We'll come look at that in a second. Over here, they can prep fossils. You can see they're working on some big stuff now. Wow. Oh, no way, the crocodile. Look at this thing. This is huge. It's gotta be like 18, 20 feet high. Oh, plants. Dude. Hello. Hi. Friendly staff. Birds. So guys, if you ever go to the quarries, it's very unlikely, they're not allowed to let you keep any of this stuff, especially Ulrich's and the people with state licenses. If they find birds, turtles, anything rare or unique, they turn it over to the state. If they don't, they get into a lot of trouble. That is a really big palm frond. Stuff like that will sell for in the millions. So when you have a state license, that's one thing. Check it out, guys. You got seeds, flowers. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. So basically with the Green River Formation, a lot of what happened was at the bottom of the river, there was a saline layer. And in the saline layer, there was less bacteria, and there was also no predators or scavengers alive in the saline layer. So when things died, and then they would sink to the bottom, and nothing would bother them. So unless like they built up gas and exploded, oh my goodness, then they would be pretty well perfectly preserved. I mean, just look at this. So they've got recreation of the ecosystem here. They've got the turtles and the fish swimming around. Salamander. Wow, look at the salamander. I mean, guys, wow. Look at all these huge leaves of all the different plants. That was a big, like, elephant ear looking one. Oh, wow. Wow. What's that one look like? All right. Let's see what else is here. There's an otter there. I wonder if they have otter fossil. I didn't see an otter fossil anywhere. Oh, mammals and snakes and bats. Some of the first bat fossils were found here. There's a smaller caiman. It's a caiman fossil, that one. Whoa, look at that one. That's a big old mammal. It says it's a horse, a baby horse. Cool. I've heard a couple of horses have been found around here and have gone for a ridiculous amount of money. Oh, look at that plate. Someone must have been geeking out when they found all those at one time. Rock talk. So this talks about the layers that are here in the Fossil Butte. We are at the Fossil Butte Visitor Center. I don't know if I said the name of it. We got a theater in here. I'll probably come watch the movie. Oh wait, that's not a movie. What are those? Oh. Artsy. Oh, yeah. I guess there is a movie in here. I'll come see it in a little bit. Wow. I'm gonna make one of these penny things too if I can. Ooh. Awesome. Whoa, look at the insects. Cool. So I'm gonna look around here for a little bit more, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back and like do fossil prep and stuff and glue things to cardboard so that they don't break and try and get them packaged up so I can ship them out without everything turning to dust. So that'll be my day tomorrow. Wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, look, there's a fish, digital fish, and a digital stingray. How sick is that? Hologram fish. Huh. All right, forgive the lighting, but this is what we got. Everything on this palette, beautiful. By the way, they advertise. See, these ones need to be prepped still. The fish is kind of outlined there, so it just needs to get cut out. Same with that one. So they advertise that you get a 2x2 piece of plywood. When I asked, they said stacking, yeah. And then when we got there, the guide was super cool, and he's like, yeah, dude, build the van. And there wasn't that many people, so there was plenty of space in the van. And so we ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. I could have stacked all this onto one pallet, but you know, it's nicer to have a little bit more space, so I don't have to just bunch it all up and break it all on the way. I thought the guide here was super cool. One of the best guides I've had at all the digs I've been to. Really great guy. Still haven't learned his name. I suck. I'll figure it out. Look at that one. 2 fish. I like that one. There's a few really good ones. But yeah, that's what I got. All those, all those, all those. A couple other ones that are gonna get cut, just little ones, you know, nothing too spectacular. Obviously, catch of the day. That guy there. And there's his face, and then there's his back and stuff. So kind of goes like that-ish. Pretty cool stuff. Come check it out, guys. Camera, Wyoming. Yeah. Another beautiful day comes to a close here at Ulrich's Fossil Gallery in Wyoming. No service, no signal, no internet, no power. Just hanging out here tonight. It's gonna be great. Beautiful scenery. Just gonna make myself a nice little dinner and freeze my butt off and go to bed. So out here in Wyoming, Karamer, thanks for watching. You know, thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for following the adventure, everyone, and supporting me. Make sure to live your dreams, guys, and support American miners, and we'll see you around.